Stepping outside one's comfort zone. This was initially going to be a video response to the real Manos' talk on politics, and I decided against it. Later on, I was going to do a video response to ZipBlock Bloody's discussion on pornography, and I decided against that as well. Both of those things may still later on happen, I don't know. But what I do owe these two gentlemen on their respective subjects is some big props to putting those videos out there, because as I stated earlier, and they can correct me if I'm wrong, that in both cases these were topics that were outside of their comfort zone, which is going to be what I'm going to talk about, a topic that's outside of my comfort zone, which goes to faith, spirituality, religion. I'm not a religious person. I don't ascribe to any religious view or doctrine or dogma or what have you. As a youngster, I did go to church, but that was more of a cultural family thing, more so than anything else. Like many of you out there, I am sort of almost riddled with questions, and many of these things are not things I'm going to find by listening to folks based on their belief systems, because I tend to believe that more people than not are not believers in their particular faith, but more so that they've been indoctrinated by their parents and their parents' parents and so on and so forth, to believe what it is that they believe, because you pretty much didn't have any other choice. I think on opposite ends of the spectrum, if you take folks that are Christian or folks that are atheist, a similar thing comes up as to where you have those that believe what they do because a certain guide has led them to that belief. But more times than not, you have folks that are just being clubbed with whomever they've been speaking with that's had an influence on them. For me, the issue is less the issue is less about religion and more about spirituality. While I'm not quote unquote a spiritual person per se, I do believe that there's more out there than our five senses can detect. I also believe that there's a universal connectedness that governs us all, from the most devout to the most paganistic. And ultimately, while religion is not the answer for many, while faith in its many forms are not for everybody, I do think that regardless of one's belief or lack thereof, be it conscious or subconscious, we're all looking for that beacon of hope to shine the way for us to follow in some way or another. And with that, myself personally, I'm hopeful that I can turn a corner and not have to I don't know, have to be inundated as to what to believe based on someone else's principles or mindsets. For those of you out there who are either searching or at the very least open-minded, regardless of your religious or cultural upbringing, if any, I'm curious as to what, if any, light has been shined your way that doesn't lead you to have to condemn someone else because they don't believe as you do. Right now I think I'm gonna cut this loose, unless I think of a part two that can further illustrate what it is that I'm trying to express. So until next time, night out.